Hey, good evening. Brad Petresky, Incident Commander, South Rim Fire. Giving you a quick evening update. We'll start on the west side, give you an operational update, and then we'll move to evacuations. On the west side of the fire, it was visible from town. You, I'm sure, noticed it. Fire activity did increase as it moved south and moved into some of this country where the Warner 1 wildfire was working. As we move further along, a lot of the work that was done along the East Portal Road yesterday held really well throughout the day, but our problem area was down in this bowl. Fire activity established in some fairly heavy timber, and early in the afternoon did spot across East Portal Road and then start running this ridgeline.
Hello,
How's it going?
I'm good.
Do you have a park pass?
I do.
Thank you. Just hold up your ID for me there. Would you like a map?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Have fun.
All right, thank you.
Riding a motorcycle through Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park is a thrilling experience defined by dramatic landscapes and challenging roads. The park, located in western Colorado, features one of the steepest, deepest, and narrowest canyons in North America, carved by the Gunnison River over millions of years. We start our ride heading down East Portal Road. This is an intense, adrenaline-pumping experience that tests both your skills and your nerve. This 5-mile paved road, accessible from the south rim near the park entrance off US 50, drops over 2,000 feet from the canyon rim to the Gunnison River with a relentless 16% grade, among the steepest paved roads in the US. As you start the descent, your bike's engine growls on the strain, and you immediately feel the road's sharp pitch pulling you downward. The pavement is narrow, barely wide enough for 2 vehicles to pass, with tight hairpin turns that demand precise throttle control and braking. You're leaning hard into each switchback, eyes scanning for gravel or debris that could send your tires skidding. The lack of guardrails amplifies the stakes. One miscalculation, and you're staring at a sheer drop into the canyon's depths. The dark, jagged walls of Black Canyon tower above, their ancient, striated rock faces closing in as you descend, creating a claustrophobic yet awe-inspiring atmosphere. The air cools as you drop, the scent of pine giving way to the damp, earthy smell of the river. Your senses are on high alert. The engines heat against your legs, the wind whistling through your helmet. Each turn reveals a new perspective of the canyon's raw power. Vertical cliffs streaked with pink pegmatite, and the river's green-white rapids below. About halfway down, the road levels slightly, offering a brief reprieve to catch your breath and glance at the towering painted wall in the distance. At the bottom, you reach the East Portal, where the river flows gently and the canyon's immensity surrounds you. It's a serene contrast to the descent, a quiet spot to park, stretch, and take in the cool air from the water. The diversion dam, a historic structure, adds a touch of human engineering to the wild landscape. You might spot anglers or kayakers, but the area feels remote, almost otherworldly, dwarfed by the canyon's sheer scale. Climb back up is a different beast. Your bike's engine strains against the steep grade, and you're working the gears to maintain momentum. The hairpins are just as tight going up, requiring smooth clutch work to avoid stalling. Your tires grip the pavement as you lean into the ascent, the canyon walls now looming even closer. By the time you reach the rim, your heart's pounding, and you're buzzing with the thrill of conquering one of the most challenging rides in any national park. East Portal isn't for beginners. With grades up to 16%, tight hairpins, and sheer drop-offs without guardrails, it demands precise throttle control, low-speed maneuvering, and strong clutch management, especially on the climb. Riders must be confident in hill starts on steep inclines, especially if you have to pause mid-climb, feathering the clutch and rear brake for control in hairpin turns, using engine braking effectively to control descent speed without overheating your brakes, maintaining proper body position to keep weight balanced in tight uphill corners. It's the kind of road that tests your fundamentals, not with speed, but with control, patience, and confidence. A V-twin touring bike will grunt and sweat through it. A nimble adventure bike will eat it up, but only if the rider knows how to handle it. At the top, we turn onto the South Rim Road, the primary route through park. This 7-mile paved stretch, from Tomichi Point to High Point, is smooth but demands focus due to its sharp curves and occasional steep grades. The road hugs a canyon's edge, offering jaw-dropping views of sheer, dark cliffs plunging up to 2,700 feet to the river below. The canyon's namesake black rock, ancient Precambrian stone streaked with lighter pegmatite, looms dramatically, especially at viewpoints like Chasm View, where the walls are so narrow you feel you could almost touch the other side. Rock Point offers a slightly more open view than tighter overlooks like Chasm View, with a broader perspective of the canyon's contours and river path. The rocky promontory enhances the sense of being perched directly over the abyss. Located about halfway along South Rim Road, Chasm View is the most dramatic overlook, showcasing the canyon's narrowest point, where walls are just 1,100 feet apart. The sheer drop, over 1,800 feet, feels vertiginous, with the river at distant thread below. The dark, striated cliffs contrast with lighter pegmatite veins, creating a stark, almost otherworldly scene. This spot often feels like the canyon's heart, raw and intense. Pulpit Rock overlook on the south rim of Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park is a standout stop along the South Rim Road, offering a breathtaking and intimate view of the canyon's dramatic depths. Pulpit Rock overlook juts out over the canyon, providing a near vertical perspective of the Gunnison River, approximately 1,820 feet below. The overlook's namesake is a prominent rock formation that feels like a natural platform, thrusting you closer to the canyon's edge than many other stops. The view is intense. The river appears as a narrow, silvery thread winding to the shadowed depths, framed by sheer walls of dark Precambrian gneiss and schist, streaked with lighter pegmatite veins. The canyon's narrowness is striking here, with the north rim looming close across the chasm. You might hear the faint roar of the river or spot hawks gliding on thermals. The open exposure and lack of guardrails amplify the sense of standing on the edge of an abyss, making it both thrilling and humbling. Thank you for coming along on the ride. We're grateful to have ridden through Black Canyon of the Gunnison, its raw, majestic cliffs and shimmering river etched in our memories, before wildfires could dim its timeless splendor. If you enjoyed the ride, please hit like and subscribe. It fuels our channel's growth. We'll catch you on the next ride.